Life goes on. New music.
What's up, YouTube? I'm Poopzy here, and today I have the finals match for etalocohcRULES tournament right here, ready to show you guys. So, basically, standard match. He brought a lot of interesting. Actually, half his team is UU. He brought a pretty interesting UU team. I was really excited for this battle. It was very long, pretty epic actually. So let's get in this battle right here. So I lead off with Azelf. He leads off with Azelf. And I just go for the rocks right off the bat while he U-turns to hit my Azelf. So that was not good, and it doesn't quite bring me out of my sash. And he's just gonna U-turn out and go into his I like girls. So he just goes for the Dragon Pulse because I guess he's scarfed or something. Yeah, he's scarfed. So I bring my Metagross, so I can set up on him. So that's exactly what I do. I go for the Rock Polish, and as he brings in his Azelf, and I go for the Agility as he brings in his Azelf, and yeah, Mirror Mash connects with his Azelf, and that is going to be an hit KO. So that was pretty awesome. So he brings back into his Heatran, and I really don't want to risk being outsped, so I'm going to switch out and bring in my Vaporeon to take the Fire Blast. Excuse me. And I take it very, very, very well. Not very well, like an 8th or a 7th maybe. So he switches out because he's locked into it and brings out his Milotic, while I go for, I believe, a Surf. And that was kind of worthless in the long run because, I don't know, it didn't really do anything. So I bring back my Metagross because I have Thunder Punch on this thing. And I actually predicted the Psychic there because, the Toxic there, because why wouldn't you go for Toxic on a Pokeball? And just go straight for the EQ on it, because what the hell do I go for EQ? I have Thunder Punch. I guess I didn't want to reveal Thunder Punch just yet. Either that or I misclicked. I don't remember this because this match was last year. It was like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. So I switch out here and I bring in my Zapdos because it has Thunderbolt, and the opponent just goes for a Surf. Yes. By the way, this is against ScorchingPantherX. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. So yeah. So I just go for a T-Bolt, and it doesn't do that much to it at all. Actually, what the hell am I talking about? It did a lot of damage to it, and it just Ice Beams me, and that is going to not kill me. Yes, it's not going to kill me, which I thought was pretty amazing. And I just decided to go for another Thunderbolt, I believe. Yes. So my opponent brings back in their Heatran, and it gets hit by the Thunderbolt. And since my opponent's Heatran is scarfed, I know it allows speed and kill me in one hit. I really want to, I guess, salvage this Zapdos, so I'm going to switch and bring in my Vaporeon. Well, he explodes. I really should have predicted that. Oh. But that is going to really hurt my Vaporeon. But it actually lived because Vaporeon is a freaking monster and awesome. So, excuse me. So, my Vaporeon is still alive. It's looking really good so far, and my opponent brings in a Weezing. And I really didn't want to see a Weezing because, yeah. So let's go for a Wish, thinking that I'm going to die, so why not just set up a Wish and pass it out to something that needs it. So, I die from the Thunderbolt, and this Weezing is really scaring me at this point. I don't know what to do, so I bring in my Zapdos, and I know I can just roost right here, and then get the Wish and basically sponge with this thing I go for. The whole time I was fearing this thing would have explosions, so I was really cautious against this Weezing. And since it has a name, the word bomb in its name, I'm guessing it has explosion. So, sorry if I have a bit of a cold. Anyway, yeah, my opponent goes into the Venusaur to predict the Thunderbolt, which works just fine. And here I believe that I have to go straight for the Heat Wave to get some nice damage on it. I don't know why I switched into Venusaur, because Heat Wave is a 2-hit KO, and oh yeah, just to put me to sleep. That's why. Okay, so so I switch out here, thinking that Staraptor can come in here safely and just Brave Bird it into oblivion. Well, my opponent actually goes for a substitute, so I believe here I decided to just go straight out for the U-turn or the Brave Bird. That works too. I guess that was kind of a misplay, because I could have just U-turned off, broken it, and then brought in Metagross and just taken it. So, yeah. So my opponent just Fleet Seeds my Raptor. So here I'm thinking a Brave Bird will annihilate this thing, and I'm thinking they're going to switch out to basically salvage it. Now my opponent brings in this. Oh my god, this thing. This Jirachi wrecked me. This. Oh my god, this match just. So anyway, I Brave Bird. It doesn't do jack after Leech Seed, and yeah. Rest Raptor isn't looking that good at all, so I'm going to take it back for a while because I'm banded, so I can't really go for a close combat or U-turn or anything. So I bring back in my Metagross, expecting a U-turn. My opponent actually goes for a Thunderwave, which is really, really bad because now Metagross can't sweep anything, so I'm just going to kind of have to leave it in somewhat as fodder. But I could get off some nice hits, though, with this thing, though. So my opponent just goes for a sub, trying to get Parahacks, and it happens. So, yep, there. And, so I'm getting some lefties, and my opponent apparently has Fire Punch on their Jirachi, so that's going to do... Oh my god, almost a 2 KO. So I'm just trying to break the sub, and I break the sub with Earthquake. So, here, now that I'm paralyzed, my opponent isn't sure if a Fire Punch is going to KO my Metagross at this point. So, it's pretty obvious what the Jirachi's going to do here. It's just going to Iron Head me and then Fire Punch me, which was blah, 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 Jirachis. So... yeah. It just Fire Punches me, and I die. So, the Jirachi is already angering me. I'm kind of at my boiling point with the Jirachi, even though I just started battling it. So, I'm thinking the only counter to this thing is this Zapdos. He cannot Iron Head kill me because I am defensively bulky, physically defensive bulky. So I can stay here all day and take this thing's hits. So that's why this whole match I'm just trying to keep this Zapdos alive. So... I'm gonna try to wake up and go. I'm just gonna try to wake up and go for a roost, and then start spamming the Heat Wave. And from what I've seen of his team is really, really Zapdos weak. So the Jirachi sets up a sub, and while I'm still sleeping, and I'm just like, wake up, and the Fire Punch hits me, and it doesn't do that a lot. And I finally wake up and get up a Heat Wave. So the Heat Wave does quite a bit of damage to this Jirachi. I'm very satisfied. Actually, wow, just breaks the sub. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 2-8 KO, 3-8 KO at worst. And my opponent just Thunderwaves me because I thought the Zapdos couldn't get paralyzed because I was at a dirt moment. And I thought that electric types can't get paralyzed, so I Heat Wave it. Not a 2-8 KO, which just really made me sad. And I'm just gonna what do I do here? I think I roost. I don't know what I do here. I think I just go for the Heat Wave. Yep, I just go for the Heat Wave, and it hits the Weezing. And seeing how much it does, I know this thing doesn't have anything to especially work. And if I hit it with a T-Ball right here, it'll die. So, right here, I was fearing the explosion, so I thought of something to fodder. And I brought in Nanoswine. I thought I needed the least. And apparently, I went for Fire Blast, which was like, derp. I thought you wouldn't do that. So now I switch out because I realized that it doesn't have explosion at this point. So I bring back in my Zapdos, and it gets Fire Blasted, which doesn't do jack. And basically, what I'm trying to do here is just get a roost off so I have enough HP. And since I'm paralyzed, this Venusaur can't sleep me. And I believe I have Sleep Water at the moment. No, I don't. So it can't sleep me. So I T-Bolt the Venusaur, it doesn't die, and I'm going to switch out here and Mamoswine as Death Fodder to take the Leech Seed, but actually lives, actually misses those. So knock it out with an Ice Shard, and that is really great. So the Venusaur is going to die to the Ice Shard, the Banded Ice Shard. I have 2 Banded pokes in this team. Anyway, so my opponent brings back in a Milotic, and I just go straight for the Ice Shard. Why not? And it doesn't quite KO, and I get knocked out by a Surf. So that was derp, kind of. I used derp too much this match, and I get killed by a Surf. So here I'm thinking, what can I bring in? I bring in my Raptor, and I'm forced to either stay in, go for the close combat, or you know, I have to lock myself into a good move. So I decided to go for a close combat because if the Jirachi came back in, I could hit it, but if it didn't come in, I'd be screwed if I went for Brave Bird. So I thought to go for close combat. So I bring back into my Zapdos here, just to take the Will-O-Wisp or whatever, or not. Actually, not to take the Will-O-Wisp. I don't know what I'm talking about here, because this match happened so long ago. I don't remember anything. So I get fire blasted in the face, and not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna knock this thing out with a thunderbolt. I believe it's gonna KO. It does. So that was really great. I should have roosted here though. You'll see why. So back comes my low deck. It actually barely lives with the stealth rocks and ice beams me. So here I live, of course, but I get Parahex. I was gonna roost, I believe. So, like I said, I don't usually complain about hacks, but it was a tournament, so I got really angry because I easily could have won if the Parahex didn't happen, and I feel so angry at myself for complaining about it. But it was a really important match, and it wasn't just a regular little match where it's just for fun. No, but anyway, so I bring in my Raptor, go for the CC, and knock out my Loda because his last poke is Rachi. So it all comes down to this: if I can KO his Rachi, I win. But if I can't, I don't win. So go for the CC, the banded CC, and it barely lives. So that is good game, brah. He's just gonna Thunder Wave me and then proceed to Iron Head kill me to death. I believe either that or just go for Iron Head kill me to death. So that was a good game, sir. Very good match. ScorchingPantherX. We actually talked after the match, but he gave it a draw because of the hack stuff. So yeah. Question of the day: do you like tournaments? Ever won a tournament before? Comment, rate, subscribe. Bye.